Good morning, everybody. This is Sean Oram. I am the president of Alliance Benefit Group Rocky Mountain. I want to thank everybody that's attending this webinar. It's good to see a bunch of names I recognize on the attendee list, and pretty excited about this. This is to kind of introduce our new website, which has been planned, I would say, for well over a year. So this has been in high anticipation. We've been waiting for this release. And while we think it's a much better product, I want you guys to know that we're 100% dedicated to improving it and to your feedback. So please, when this is over, feel free to take a look at our website, go around, check out the website. And if you have any feedback, let Franny Muldrew know at our sales desk. And her email is fran@abgrm.com. So let's just get started. This is our new website. For those of you that haven't seen our new corporate website, there are two ways for participants to log in. One is right here in the upper right-hand corner where it says online account login, and the other one is this little menu bar here. And so we'll start there. For those of you that don't know about our demo user, it used to be 333-443333. So we changed the new demo login to demo user is the username, and the password is ABG Rocky. And that'll get you into the sample participant, and that's what we'll be using today. And also, as a point of housekeeping, if you have any questions, please use the question bar down there on your webinar tool or whatever that would be called. I'm not quite sure, but if you submit your question that way, I'll make sure I get it answered. Once you log in, feel free to choose your plan. If you have a cafeteria plan with us, you'll be able to access both plans through our website as normal. So as you can see, the total landing page is completely different than what it used to be. It's an updated look, updated feel, and it has the same tools. I think there's a couple new tools, but I like the way this is presented much more. What I'll also show you is right here in the upper right-hand corner, this little sprocket. That is a quick menu that allows you to go to these quick links right away without navigating anywhere else. So that's pretty cool. The next thing I'll show you real quick is this tour button for participants and anybody. It allows you to tour the website step by step, going through each section. On the upper left-hand side is the My Retirement that was existing on our previous website, but this way you get the goal completely different. It shows you this plan, other income sources, or other assets. So for anybody who's gone through the My Retirement calculator, it stores those results and will show your progress along the way. You can't change that quickly. All you got to do is hit the little arrow there, and you can change what your retirement goal is. So you can say, you know what, 60,000 is not enough. I'm not going to have my house paid off, whatever the case may be. Maybe I need 80,000 a year. And you can see that changes your monthly goal, what age you want to start retiring at, and obviously your life expectancy. Click the calculate button. It flips it back over and updates your results. I want to tell you that those results are saved for the participants. So once they go through and do an analysis, input any outside assets, input any kind of spousal assets or anything along those lines, those are saved. So every time they log in, that percentage is updated for them personally. So what I would recommend for those advisors that have participants out there that are going on the website, this is a great tool to input your retirement planning, and then every time they log in, it shows their progress and where they are achieving their goal. The next little widget here, this is just basically your account balance, shows your rate of return. This rate of return is a monthly rate of return, and so it's not a year-to-date or anything along those lines. And then view statements, self-explanatory, you can view your statements. And then what I'll show you over the pie chart, if you want to see what assets those are, you just hover over those colors and it breaks that down. And somebody has a question here. Let me see if I can get to that. I don't know how to explain.
Is this in today's dollars and updated for inflation or in future dollars? It's My Retirement.
So thanks, Jim, for that question. So on the My Retirement tool, those are future dollars. So it takes today's balance and projects that at retirement, including inflation. So it does take that into account in the projection, especially in retirement analysis. If a participant has never done put in any information. What it does, it takes their balance as of today, adds inflation, and then projected what it would be for the plan's retirement date. So if your plan has a retirement age of 60 instead of 65, that's taken into account in this widget. A contribution rate, self-explanatory, the contributions that are coming in for each participant. What I do like is instead of clicking 3 or 4 clicks to go change your contribution rate, simply click down on the bottom to change your contribution rate, and then allows you to do that. Easy enough to edit, make changes, shows the IRS regulations, and you can do dollar amounts or percentages. What you want to do is click change contribution rate, 6%, whatever the case may be. Also, the other thing that's new here is anytime they're doing any kind of changes on our website, would be the transfer, contribution rate, investment election update, it shows the progress right here. So this helps the participants know, when they are truly done. So you can see here that they entered that information. Now they got to do a Roth. They're doing pre-tax and Roth. And then it shows what their changes are, who the email is going to go to, and then submit it. Once it's 100%, you get your confirmation number right here. So I do like that it's able to change either your investment elections or contribution rates without going to menu, manage your account, and things like that. I'm just going to keep going. There's some questions coming in, and I'll answer some of those later. Sorry about that. The next thing I'll show you here is the online tools. These are tools that have always been there. BWise, we've extensively shown out to I think every advisor we work with and a lot of our plan sponsors. It's a multimedia enrollment tool. Guidance Plus, I'll show real quick. We've had it for many years. This is another retirement planning tool. The advantage of doing Guidance Plus over My Retirement is that once you go through to planning in My Retirement, you have to come back and make the changes in Relias. Once you go through here to the Strategy Builder and plan your retirement, it'll automatically make those changes in our system. You simply go through here. I'll do a quick look real quick because James Bond's already been through there. It shows an action plan and then also make an asset allocation suggestion for them at the end of it that automatically enters into our system. So I recommend you go out and get a chance to check that out, but the whole look and feel of Guidance Plus has completely changed. Balanced Fitness Program, for those of you that have been, we sent out a lot of information about this. This is our financial wellness tool. And what this does, this allows participants to go through and get information. Either they get counseling on the toll-free line, which is a nonprofit organization, I believe out of Seattle, where they can call up, get debt counseling, get mortgage counseling, kind of financial planning counseling, and every time they call, that information is saved. And so this is a great tool for all your participants to have access, whether they're deferring into their 401k plan or not. So as you can see, there's all kinds of resources here, all kinds of articles, great information for participants. The video library is a new link that we have. For those of you that have seen some of the videos we pushed out, this is links right to our website. So for participants, they can go here and watch any videos either on the balance program, the difference between a traditional and Roth IRA, account statements, online enrollment, how to rebalance your account, and those things will be continued growing. So we'll do more topics. We're trying to do those at least quarterly, sometimes monthly. So if you have an idea of a video that you'd like to see for your participants out there, let us know. We'd be more than happy to get one created and put it out in the video library. Annuity solutions for those advisors that are allowing the annuities solutions on their plan. That's the distribution option for participants. So for some participants that don't want to take a lump sum distribution, it gives them an opportunity to purchase an annuity at distribution. That is completely independent. We don't get any commissions on that. What it does is basically goes through, vets out 5 or 6 annuities for the participant to choose from. So for those advisors that don't sell annuities, it's a good thing to have out on the website, so it's an option for a participant. Roth calculator, self-explanatory. The other thing I'll show you real quick that I like a lot is we're online chat. This allows participants to submit online chat questions at any time. It's manned by 4 employees from our call center, and we've had great success with that, with people who are trying to do something online, simply enter your information, and then they start their chat, and they can get walked through whatever they're doing. Next thing I'll show you real quick here is just basic, their financial information. This shows their assets. Obviously, you can change it between overview to fund view to source view. So there's the information by source with the vesting. And then the other thing on the overview, anywhere, if you use model portfolios with us, we do keep where if you click the aggressive portfolio, it will show the underlying funds and what the asset allocation is amongst those underlying funds. So that's in there. Recent activity, what I will show you here is this is all the recent activity for the participants. They can see all their transaction history. The status, where they see a check mark, means it's been completed. And then personal information change, that means it hasn't been processed. We haven't downloaded our website yet. Now that you cannot cancel that transaction just by clicking the X. You have to go to View Transactions, and then you'll be able to cancel that transaction. So that's the landing page. I think the landing page is much more robust. It allows you to access information with fewer clicks. I think it's more visually pleasing. And again, any feedback would be appreciated. Next thing I'll do is take you to the performance menu. Here you'll see the personal rate of return. This hasn't changed much. I think it's a little more aesthetically pleasing as well. Obviously, it defaults to your total return. So this is the participant's performance in the plan. And if they wanted to see it dialed down on a specific fund level, so let's say they're monitoring a fund or something along those lines, all I got to do is click that fund, and then you'll see what their fund performance is. So obviously, James Bond got out of that fund last year. I just happened to pick a fund that he's out of. Let me see if I can pick a different fund. There we go. So we just barely got into that fund. And then the next thing I'll show you is that we still have quarterly and annual rates of return. So for participants, they'll be able to view their annual or quarterly rate of return. Custom is new. They can build their own time frame, and they can view their information on a custom basis as well. For those plans that allow online loans, this is one area I think we're going to have some enhancements coming forward. It's not necessarily intuitive, but you have to go to the withdrawals. You can view loans if they have existing loans, and then withdrawals is to be able to request a new loan. So even though it's a loan, they're going to have to click the withdrawal menu. If your plan allows for in-service withdrawals, like this plan allows for hardship, it'll tell you how much hardship you can request, and they can request one electronically. Also for loans, it'll show you what type of loan you can take, and then the basic information there as well. So this is where they'll go to request a personal loan, a residential loan, and this helps your plan sponsors a lot, all this electronic processing. So they go through here, they can put in the parameters of how much they want to take, if there's any fees associated, and then it'll model a loan and allow them to request the loan. The good thing with this is you got the overall progress bar, and then once it's done, it will attach the amortization schedule so that they'll know how much payments are and how long those payments are going to last. Summary plan description. This is out there for all of your plans, so there is a requirement for newly eligible employees to view their summary plan description. Anytime you make a change or amend your plan, you have summary material modifications or updates. We update this link every time the plan is amended, so this is always going to be the latest summary plan description. So for participants that are required to get the summary plan description, you can deliver electronically, you can tell them what's available on the website and where to go. So once they click this, this opens up a new window, and then they'll see their summary plan description. So that's available to all participants. It's also available to plan sponsors. Statements, I believe about 1.5 years ago, as you all know, we switched to electronic statements as a default, and we changed our statement format. I think we've had great success with that. To view your statements, simply click View Statements, select the statement period you want, and then it'll pull it up. That's a statement on demand. So those statements are out there for participants. And then anything they generated, they can delete as well. Here's a participant statement that we generate for them. And this is our new statement, so I'll quickly go over that because it's fairly new in case some of you haven't seen it before. Here you got your quarterly rate of return, your year-to-date rate of return. So a lot of people are asking for their year-to-date rate of return. I like that on there. How to get information, asset allocation broken down with a legend. And then this is the activity that's gone on in the account during that reporting time frame. One thing I do like is now in our statements, we have gap analysis right here, right on the front page of the statements. And so this tells participants where they are, what their projected balance is going to be, and thinking about saving more gives them suggestions about deferring more money into their plan. Basic information on the rest of it, by source, by fund, fund performance information. This is the plan options. And then if there have any fees, which the ABC plan here doesn't have any fees, but we break down how much administrative expenses they had, individual expenses, if there's advisory fees, what the advisory fees were. And that meets the disclosure requirements for 40485. Also under performance, we still have the fund fact sheets and prospectuses. We're looking at possibly updating this in the future, but as of right now, you get a DOL model comparative chart, which has all the required disclosure information for all the mutual funds that you have in your plan. Anywhere you want to see a fund fact sheet, you simply click the F for fund fact sheet, opens up, and you get the latest fund fact sheet for that particular mutual fund. If you want to see the prospectus delivery, there's your prospectus, and they can read the prospectus for that mutual fund. So those are all available for all the assets that you have in your plan. So what I'll do now is just take a look, and that's it in a nutshell. I highly recommend that you guys go through, use a demo user, take a look at all the tools we have. The Roth calculator is the same Roth calculator. You go through, educate participants on what they should do for, or suggestions for Roth versus pre-tax, allows them to use the calculator, see how much they're saving, see what that'll be worth in retirement, and then they can go through and do a report on it. So there's lots of information, lots of tools available for our participants out there. I can't expand that.
Yeah, just pull it up.
Sorry. There we go. So Jim asked another question, demo user logging in and password info. I'll give that again. So the user ID for the demo participant is lowercase. It is case sensitive, but it is all one word, demo user, D-E-M-O-U-S-E-R. And the password is also all lowercase, and it's ABG Rocky. And so that will allow you to access the sample participant and get the information. And Jim, those are good questions on My Retirement. I suggest that if you go through here, you get a chance to go through the analysis. It will take you out to a bigger calculator. This is a great tool. I have some advisors that will sit down when they're doing one-on-ones. They'll go through this particular calculator with some of their clients, because what it does at the end of it, it gives you a report for a plan for retirement that they can take home. They can do whatever they need to do with. But as you can see, it's taking them out to the Wealth Central information. Anywhere we have information for them, it'll automatically populate, and they can go through, do the setup, input additional information, add their assumptions. I mean, I'm not going to go too much into that. But you can count Social Security, you can change Social Security. This participant had a defined benefit plan from, let's say, retired in the military or something like that, so you can add or remove additional retirement income, additional assets outside the plan. You can enter all that information. And then it'll give you a results screen. And so what I do like about the results screen, you get a probability of success, and then you can change it. So you can say, be a little more aggressive and you want a 90% chance of success. It'll change your assumptions, change how much you should be deferring, and give suggestions that way. So this is a nice tool to mess around with, have fun with. And then you can do budgets in retirement. And then I'm going to create this report real quick so I can show you that report I was talking about. Just click create final report. I don't like this screen personally, but the instructions are right here. So because it has a lot of assumptions and things like that, it does take a little while to create, but what it does is, it, like I said, it creates a, it goes through what you did with your client and add all that information in here. So here it is right here, table of contents. You can go through all the assumptions you created, the asset allocation you guys talked about, probability of success, post-retirement assets, and so by tax type, it tells you how much that they have Roth, how much is tax-free, how much is taxable. And then part I really like, and this tells you estimated projected account balances at specific ages. This is the one I like right here. So it shows you withdrawal rate in retirement. I mean, I don't know, it's a nice little tool, but feel free to use it. That would conclude the demo. So if anybody has any questions, please don't hesitate to let myself know, let Franny know. Any requests for enhancements, I'm all about that. I'd love to have some requests for enhancements. We do take them seriously and work on them. So this is a big release we've been waiting for. Again, rest assured that we're all about continued process improvement and product improvement. And so we will be improving these products as we go. One last item I will say is that with the new website, I understand we can add 3 logos. So our logo will always be on there, but we can add the company logo, and then for those plans that you serve as an advisor, whatever the case may be, we can add the advisor logo here too. So we can have 3 logos up here. So when a participant logs in, they can see their company logo, the advisor logo, and our logo. So if you'd like to do that, please feel free to get us your logo. Just email that over to Franny as well. And again, her email is fran@abgrn.com. All right, thank you everybody and have a great day.